is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And like we always do at this time, we want to say thank you to everyone who comes and shows up for us when we show up for y'all. We appreciate it. If you get any value from this content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Tell a friend because we need that. And besides that, if you're feeling a little generous and you want to donate to the Stalker family, you can hit us up on our Buy Me a Coffee. It is buymeacoffee.com/Stalker family or official Stalker family. It's one of those. It's down there. You can look in the comments. You can also look in the description and it'll be there. Anyone who feels generous, we sure appreciate that as well. But we're going to go ahead and get into this episode. And the topic for today is going to be
Black people lie.
Boy, they tell more lies than a fake preacher. Boy, we out here. I don't know if we're trying to make ourselves seem like we're more than what we are. And if that is the case, then we really don't think that highly of ourselves because we have to throw all this extra sauce on things. And I don't understand. But I found a video. This man is telling he got a whole video full of lies. It's a short video. We're gonna go ahead and show it to y'all, and we're gonna debunk this thing because this man is on a lying trip. So I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Washington, and he's on the $2 bill.
Hold up.
The first president was a black man, George Washington, and he's on the $2 bill. Before you start crying, shut up and give me 30 seconds to explain. And no, I ain't talking about Obama. I'm talking about John Hanson.
Was that just a depiction of some person of John Hanson?
I think so. That's not him.
That couldn't have no, because that man had on one of them top hats, and that wasn't even in the same time period. But we're gonna keep it moving.
He was elected under the Articles of Confederation in 1781, 8 years before George Washington.
In 1741? 81.
Washington ever threw on that dusty-ass powdered wig, looking like an off-brand Mozart. Hanson.
So if you throw shade, make sure you telling the truth. Make sure you right, because you throwing a whole lot of shade in there, talking about dusty wigs and all this other stuff before. All right, anyway, my fault.
Was a black man from Maryland, elected by the Continental Congress, and they straight up called.
They said he was from Maryland.
Yes.
A black man from Maryland.
Yes.
Okay.
Called him President of the United States in Congress assembled. That's not a TikTok title, that's the full title.
Oh, so they said the President of the United States in Congress. They put United States on there.
That's what's confusing me, because
let's finish it and we'll go ahead.
Look it up. Here's the kicker. He's actually on the back of your $2 bill. Yeah, go look at it. History got whitewashed harder than a Hollywood casting call, but not in your dusty-ass school books, and definitely not in the museum gift shop. Why? Because they erased him like he missed rent in whitewashed history.
All right, so the man said a lot of nonsense. A whole lot of nonsense. First off, what did he say about the 19? He was born in.
So he served during the Articles of Confederation, which was the first constitution for the United States. It was the first governing papers, which was from 1781 to 1789. Now we have the Articles of Confederation because this is after the American Revolution. This is where the United States wins the war with the help from the French, but we win the war. So there's 13 colonies. These are the states. We're trying to do the United States. Each state will have their own right, have to continue.
It wasn't even known as the United States at that time.
Not yet. Not until the Constitution. That's when we get to the United States. But the Articles of Confederation was weak. And so there was no presidency. There were a lot of signers for it, but this was from 1781 to 1789. And then when we get to 1789, that's when the President George Washington is voted in by the Congress.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So aside from the fact that he told a bunch of lies about him being the first black president, it's almost like people that were being real deliberate about the lies that we're telling. Because if you can Google, everybody knows about Google. Mm-hmm. If you can simply go on Google and type in this man's name and see that these are two different people, then it comes a point where I think y'all doing this on purpose. I don't think y'all, I think y'all are being deliberately misleading, and you want people to believe lies. We keep hollering about how the Trump administration is trying to rewrite history, but it seems like black people are trying to do the exact same thing that they're accusing others of doing. We walk around here and we make up things, everything racist, everything black people are the most powerful thing on earth, but everything we touch never seems to grow. But like I said, you can go on Google, a simple Google search, and I'm gonna show you how quick and easy it is to go on Google and search John Hanson. Mr. John Hanson, this guy right here. Yeah. First thing it says a Liberian politician, and they said Maryland man.
But he was born in Maryland, but he immigrated to Liberia and he became a politician. And I know that when you see, like, can you scroll back up? I want to look at like years, right? So I talked about the Articles of Confederation being from 1781 to 1789. Well, this Black John Hanson died around 1860. So that would make him not in the right age to be. And then if you read it, it says he served in colonial council and as a senator from Grand Bassa County following Liberia's independence in 1847. He was born into slavery, but he purchased his freedom and immigrated from Baltimore to Liberia at age 36. So if you do the math,
it ain't math.
It doesn't add up for him to be able to be even a part of the Articles of Confederation.
And even right here in the very Wikipedia, I just typed in John Hanson. I ain't do nothing extra. Senator John Hanson has sometimes been misidentified as being John Hanson of Maryland, a white politician who served as the president of Continental Congress during the American Revolution. So right here you can see that first off, they threw that United States in there. It was not a United States at that time. They threw that in there to make it seem like that they were the first black president. But anyway, if you click on this here, John Hanson, it'll take you to the real guy.
Founding father.
This was a founding father and the president of the Continental Congress. And I don't understand how we dropped the ball on this. And I don't understand how you have multiple people agreeing, cheering him on as if these things are real. What is going on in these here United States with black people? Because even when you go to the comments on the video itself, I'm 66 years old. I'm going to read this according to what they tried to say, because this is gibberish. I'm 66 years old and a black man, and I've known this for 25 years or more. When I tell people, they look at me as if I have two heads. But here comes the truth. These people say, knowledge is power. And I can almost guarantee you that most of these people in these here,
You've had a few black presidents. Okay.
more power with this knowledge. And they try to throw that more in there as if Moors are black. We got to stop this madness.
According to the scriptures, knowledge has increased. I wouldn't want to be Caucasian only to find out that my great-great-grandparents had lied to my face, gave their children with Jesus, the bunny rabbit with it.
Get up off the comments. Y'all out of control.
Sorry, I don't know. It
Y'all
caught my
out of control,
attention
man.
because
Say, because you saw Jesus.
I did.
That's what caught your attention. And you thought they was about to say something, but they wasn't talking about nothing. Hey, check this out, man. Stop the madness. If you don't know nothing, know this. Like my boy, doggone Blanchard said, I'm going to shout out to my boy Blanchard, because he the one to turn me on to this. Black people lie. They tell a whole bunch of lies. They try to make themselves seem so much bigger than what they are. If you can just be yourself, you don't have to be all of this extra. You can be who you are. We can be who we are because we do contribute to society. Mm-hmm. But we ain't doing all this extra stuff that y'all said we have done.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You don't have to be extra.
It's all right.
You still special. Your mama thinks so.
It is okay.
But all this foolishness, man, we're gonna continue to call out all of this nonsense. And I
want to talk about the $2 bill and how they're portraying in the video. He talks about, the back of the $2 bill, how it looks like this a black man. If you have a $2 bill, go look it up on the back. You see it. But that is not, first off, it's a depiction. It's not a real event. So it's just a depiction of what they thought happened.
The article,
what they thought happened. So it says, the $2 bill's backside depicts the signing of the Articles of Confederation based on a painting by John Trumbull in the U.S. Capitol. While the image on the bill is a composite and not a direct depiction of any individual, one figure, often interpreted as John Hanson, has been mistaken for the first Black president of the United States. The figure that is on there is actually Robert Morris, and he was a signer of the Declaration of Independence and a financer of the Revolution. So it's not even.
And that was a simple Google search as well. All you had to do was put in John Hanson on the back of the $2 bill, and it'll give you all the information you need to know. Stop listening to these people. Do your own research and stop listening to GPT. I had this guy argue me down, and all of his talking points was from Chat GPT. Bro, I'm going to stop engaging with y'all people. Come at me with these Chat GPT. Y'all don't even have real ideas. All y'all ideas are coming from doggone Chat GPT. It's ridiculous. Go read a book. Please. We got to do better. That's the message in every video. Black folks got to do better because black folks lie. Shout out to my boy Blanchard. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna tag you in the video because I need you to see this. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And like always, it's love, peace, and soul.
Bye.
Like Soul Train, baby.